live YouTube vertical mode. Why? Because people jump in and out from the shorts feed. You never know who's going to discover the channel. I'll tell you, I've connected with some people all over the world. They just happen to stumble across my channel from the shorts feed. And then they end up subscribing to the channel. And hey, we're growing a community of progress here. No BS. So hey, if you're just jumping in, maybe from the shorts feed, happen to stumble across me, hey, subscribe to the channel. All great content, all self-improvement, personal growth, mostly. Never use all, never, right? Always those qualifiers, because usually that's not the case. There's always an exception to the rule. All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, hump day maybe to you if it's your week. It's not hump. Every day is a renewal of our opportunity to take advantage of the energy that we have and how we can direct that in a positive way. And a couple things I want to talk to you about today. And it's really the theme of the stream this morning is, do you have the drive to thrive? I have it. I want to keep it. What things can we do to keep that drive going? And I want to talk about the gift of encouragement if you have that. I feel I have it, but I get more back from giving it, I think, than I get more back than I do give out. It seems to come back double, triple fold. So I'm going to keep encouraging others. But today, this morning, I want to talk about a friend of mine who contacted me yesterday. He said, hey, give me a call on the phone. Now this gentleman, and maybe he'll be watching today. Hey, it's Sean King from New Zealand Sun Films. Go check him out, independent film producer. Years ago, he did an HBO film. He's the master of filming, editing, and he's also on a YouTube journey. He's put out many independent short films on Amazon. A lot of them are on YouTube. And if you haven't already, check out the movie that we filmed on my private island, Elm Tree Island, 2021. And the name of the movie is Devil's Island 2021. It was actually during COVID that we were filming this movie on my private island. So he had to deal with, all the restrictions to filming during the COVID. So we brought in actors, 1, 2 at a time. And that's how we got it done. But the movie is now available on YouTube. Devil's Island 2021. I'm in the movie. No big deal, but you get to see my private island, which I'll be filming more this summer from the island in the Thousand Islands. Hey, thanks for checking in. We got a bunch of people checking in. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're at. I'm Crazy Cliff Yates, crazy motivated, got crazy energy. And I want to tell you about some of the encouragement that my friend Sean King gave me yesterday when he called me. And I wish I could do a better job of being an encourager as he was to me. He's such an expert on filming, gear, camera usage, microphones, all these things. And so he had, I don't even want to say criticism, but in his own special way, he was telling me, Cliff, I watched your content. You know what I like about it? I like this. But you know what you could do? You could do this. It's almost like it was constructive criticism in a positive way. Isn't that a great way to do it? In other words, you can tell somebody how they could improve without it being a message of criticizing what they've already done. And he is a master of that. I don't even think he realizes it. But, you never know how you're seeing yourself, right? Our self-image is so important. How we see ourselves. Is it accurate? Is it not accurate? And so what I like about Sean King, my buddy, the film producer, independent film producer, New Zealand Sun Films. Check him out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, everybody. All great content here. You will not be disappointed. The energy from me is real. And what Sean was telling me was, Cliff, you really should focus maybe on 60 plus people, 60 years old, what you're doing to create the energy that you have, because you actually have it. He was telling me, Cliff, do you know how many people 60 years older that just have low energy, a lack of drive? They do not have the drive to thrive. And he goes, you have that, and it's not BS, it's not fake, that's actually who you are, which is one of the reasons why I like to go live. I'm maybe like you, sick and tired of over-edited, over-polished, AI-created content that we don't really know is real. And so, yes, this energy is real. Energy is our most precious asset because of what we can do. It no matter what you want to do in life, you got to have energy. And so, what I was learning last week, and we're actually relearning it. I've relearned it over and over again, right? Is energy is out there. We don't get energy. We actually just allow it to come to and through us. Energy is available to all of us if we'll just get the piles of other bullshit off of us. It'll allow your inner energy that you already have access to come out. Damn it, it's a real thing. I like to encourage other people to get off their ass and let energy come to and through them. I'm going to give you my mom as an example. My mom, 90 years young. Sometimes I even just take it for granted, some of the things she does. She sent me a message yesterday. Cliff, 4 miles today. She did 4 miles on the treadmill, 90 years old. Now, she didn't start exercising until she was 65 years old. All the while I was growing up, she never exercised, no training whatsoever, no walking, no weight training, no yoga, no nothing. 65, and she started walking because my wife and I would be walking at our summer place on a treadmill, and so she wanted to try it, and then she got hooked on it. And so now, 25 years later, granted, she started at 65. So I don't know how old you are, it's never too late. They've already done the studies. People 70, 80 years old are able to put on muscle. 70 or 80 years old, you can put on muscle. Hey, there's no damn limitation on yourself. I don't give a crap how old you are. Start from where you are. Today is the day. Start from where, hey, I want to acknowledge you. Thanks for checking in. Hey, Jared Chavez. You're walking, lost 50 pounds. Congratulations to you, my brother. That's an awesome thing, 50 pounds. I'm sure you've already done it. I mean, just 25 pounds. If you're in the gym, go grab a 25-pound weight and carry that around and realize, holy shit, I was carrying this weight around. This was the amount of weight that I was stressing my joints with. You went 50 pounds. Holy shit, can you imagine carrying a 50-pound weight around? That's the pressure that you were putting on your back, your knees, your joints, and now you have freed yourself. I'm sure you feel great. And I'm on the opposite end. I've got to fight to maintain weight. And so I'm kind of the opposite. I tend to run too thin. And so I concentrate on gaining weight. Hey, but thanks for checking in. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Lance Freeman. Hi, brother. How are you? All right. Welcome to the chat, everybody. If you're just checking in, stumbling on my content on the shorts feed, great. Glad you're here. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Somebody else who's wonderful. Jessica Kirk, 618. Thanks for checking in. Hi. How are you? I was talking about my good friend, Sean King, independent film producer, and he was giving me some great encouragement. And you never know how you're being seen by others. And not everybody's going to tell you how they see you. I mean, even in a positive way. But once in a while, people will tell you, hey, you know what? I like what you're doing. And so I know how that makes me feel. And I know that we shouldn't be pandering for likes and approval by others, seeking their approving judgment and their opinions of us. We shouldn't be, operating for those things. However, if you get encouragement from somebody else, it really does mean a lot. And that's why I like to give it to other people, because I know what it means to me when I get a gift of encouragement from other people. Now, Sean King, independent film producer, my buddy, who I've been friends with now for over 10 years. And I met him when I auditioned for a series that he was doing called Private Sales. And then I got picked to play Hitman on that series. And we've been friends ever since. And I was saying earlier, we filmed a movie on my private island called Devil's Island 2021. Check it out. It's not the best storyline, I'm going to be honest. Sean, sorry. But the filming is unbelievable. And it really highlights the Thousand Island region, specifically where my island is in Chippewa Bay, New York. The Thousand Islands, everybody, that's where Thousand Island dressing name came from. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that button. It tells the computer, hey, people are interacting with the show. They'll show it to more people who really have the drive to thrive. All right, I gotta acknowledge TWA Pulse. Hey, what kind of coffee it is? Oh, I'm gonna tell you what kind of coffee it is. And by the way, I have energy without this coffee. But I learned about this coffee from my wife. Cafe Bustelo, everybody. This is the coffee. It's an espresso. It's an espresso brand. And oh man, I think this is Cuban coffee. I'll tell you what, yeah, it's an espresso. So, I mean, it gives you a kick in the ass. There's no doubt about it. And, oh God, I spilled some coffee. We don't want to waste any of this precious brown gold. Cafe Bustelo. It's an espresso grind. It'll kick you in the ass, everybody. I'll tell you, you want the boost, it'll give you the boost, no doubt about it. I don't need it. As you can already tell, sometimes I have too much of a boost. But today, the gift of encouragement, I am reflecting on a conversation that I had with my buddy last night who was telling me and giving me some advice on filming, on cameras that he's using now, possible, options for me in my vlogging and maybe a direction that I should go with my content. But he was really pushing me to focus on, Cliff, you should focus on, maybe men 60 and older, because you have genuine energy that he sees a lot of people my age, maybe your age or his age, they don't have. Now, I do run across a few people at the tennis club, and maybe tennis has a lot to do with it, who do have that energy, that vitality. They're playing 80, 85 years old. They're out there on the tennis court getting it done. But, I want everybody to have the gift of energy and to focus that in a positive way, in a positive direction. Without scattering our energy and diluting it. If we refocus it, what we can accomplish is just amazing. And hey, it's not about what we get, right? It's about what we become and getting there. And so, hey, I'm glad you're here. If you're just checking the channel out, yeah, I'm live this morning because I like to connect with new people. And hey, my delivery's here, so I got to go. Thanks for checking in, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.